and welcome back to part 4 of Pokemon Yellow. Last time we made our trek through Mount Moon, and today we're going to explore Cerulean City. And here, this person is talking about how they nursed back the Bulbasaur to health and they need a good trainer. And this is what I was talking about, where these friendship values for your Pikachu come into play. If your Pikachu loves you, it will have like a heart or like a smile, signifying that, you know, that they fuck with you. Pikachu is your best friend. So you can talk to the person and they'll give you the Bulbasaur. Here's the bike shop where they're selling bicycles for $1 million. We don't got that. And a fun fact is, you can never reach $1 million to be able to purchase that bike. So you're wondering how we're going to be able to purchase that bike, Afro. You'll see later on in the playthrough. You guys gotta watch. Come on, you gotta watch me. Watch me, let me cook, and then you'll understand. And here is where we buy the best item in the game, repels. And what repels though, what repels do is they block away any wild Pokemon that is lower than the one first in your party. So here's where I show you a trick, and to increase your Pikachu's friendship value if it's not there, just give it a potion, even if it's at full health. Do it a couple of times. Talk to it. Once you're done, make sure that there's a smile or a heart, and then it'll be enough to get the friendship values that you need to be able to get the Bulbasaur. So I do it a couple of times just to make sure that Pikachu's really fucking with us. Here you see the little smile, and it'll do like the little Pika to show that they really love you. And then after that, it should be enough to be like, yeah, let's get the Bulbasaur. And nicknaming Bulbasaur, I don't know why, but I thought of Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. The guy goes slap 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 clap 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 slap 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 clap clap clap. So yeah, so we have Bulby on our team of the Bulbasaur, and it's going to be part of our team, and we're going to make sure that we train it enough to be strong and be part of the team. I said that multiple times. Can't speak. Sorry, we doing like 50 takes. This guy talks about the badges that you can get throughout the entire Kanto region. So if you want to talk to him and just learn more about each badge, feel free. I want to check to see if there's anything behind here. I think there is, like one of those hidden items, or maybe in the remake. Not entirely sure. Here we have Nurse Jenny. Wow, Officer Jenny. You guys can flame me in the comments, guys. Flame me. But here we have Nugget Bridge. So be prepared. Make sure that you have all your necessities. Make sure all your Pokemon are here, because now we have another battle with Dickhead. Dickhead thinks he's so great. Again, he thinks he's great, but we're gonna humble him a little bit, because we're gonna show that we the best trainer. We're better than him, and we're always gonna be better than him. He still has a Spearow, and this is where I did a little fuck up, where I threw my Bulby. Actually, I don't think I did. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was doing the bait and switch method so I can make sure that Bulby levels up to be around the same levels as our party. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I got you guys. But I switched to Jolts, and as you know, electric moves are super effective against flying types. Yo, I can't speak. And we throw out Bulby because grass moves, even though we don't have any, grass is very effective against ground. So once Bulby learns its first grass move, it'll be able to take out ground types like Sandshrew out with ease. It's also super effective against rock. So if we had Bulby, there's no way to do that unless you had red and blue and you chose Bulbasaur. But if we had Bulby against Brock would have been a breeze. And this is where I was talking about Sand Attack is like trash. I fucking hate Sand Attack. Like, it keeps using Sand Attack, and you're gonna keep missing and missing and missing and missing and missing and missing and missing, and it's just annoying. One thing I forgot to mention, I think in Gen 1, I don't know all the statistics, nothing like that, but karate moves like Karate Chop, like Slash, like Razor Leaf, its critical hit ratio is increased due to speed, and I believe since your Pokemon is always going to be fast, it's always going to hit critical hits. Now, my words may have been tongue-tied, or I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think it's like that. And again, Sand Attack is the worst. Sand Attack is the worst. Sand Attack is the fucking worst. One thing I did do was I used Leech Seed on the Sandshrew. And what Leech Seed does is it takes a little bit of damage after their turn and gives some of the health back to you. So it's kind of like a Leech Life type situation, but after every turn, after each of your opponent's turn. This is where I throw up Power, our newly evolved Nidorino, and it's able to take down the Rattata with ease, especially since it's stronger because it's evolved, and because the fighting type is super effective. And we're gonna do the same thing to its Eevee, because at the time, Eevee is still an Eevee in its normal type. Later on, it will evolve, as I said before, into a Jolteon, because we beat him in the lab and before the Pokemon League. And yeah, again, Dickhead is no problem as long as you have your Mons at the right level. You type match, you make sure that you're doing what you gotta do, you know? He's talking about Bill, the Pokemaniac, who maybe or maybe we won't see him. We'll see. And this is where we have Nugget Bridge. And Nugget Bridge, as the person says right there, is 5 trainers who, if you beat all 5 of them, you'll get a prize. So these are mandatory trainers. You can't get by them. And don't worry, guys, it's not a gauntlet, so it's like not right after one of another. So if you beat this guy and for some reason your Pokemon is not healthy, you have like 2 fainted or they're poisoned or whatever, you can go right back to the Pokemon Center. I don't know why I keep saying Pokemon Center, and heal them, and then you won't have to restart. So here we have a bug catcher, and they're nothing we haven't dealt with before. Very easy. Yeah. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys, I don't know if you guys heard that, I'm so sorry. But again, I don't know what to say. I like lost my train of thought. Not too hard to commentate, but it is kind of when you've kind of, I'm saying kind of a lot, when you've dealt with these threats before. And they're not even threats, because bug catchers ain't shit. They have weak ass Pokemon. They're gonna think they're gonna poison me with Poison Sting, but that's why I throw out Power, and he's going to violate everybody. And I never noticed, but like Horn Attack does wild damage. Like wild damage in the beginning of the game. We're gonna have Horn Attack for a while because it does crazy damage for a normal move that there's no stab to it. So I was like, I was shocked when I was like, okay, like let's keep Horn Attack going, because this shit is wild. And I know I promised that I won't be, taking the shit. I'm doing my best. Past me was doing their best, and I hope so. But yeah, bug catcher, very easy. And again, as I mentioned before, you're going to be rich because you're going to be fighting these trainers and getting money from them, so it's no problem at all. And you get an item at the end of this bridge, which we'll get to, which will just help you pile in the money. Again, we're just trying to level up Bulby to a great level. I say a great level. Equal levels to the rest of our party. And since it's going to be around level 16, our Bulbasaur will evolve, and we'll get the next iteration, which is Ivysaur. I was gonna try and do the voice, but I can't. These trainer battles are like nothing we can't handle at all. And the more powerful you get, the more you understand type matching, you know, what's super effective, what's non-effective, you're gonna breeze through these trainers like crazy. So poison types, I wish I had a ground type move, but Nidoran female and male, they're not gonna do a lot of damage because all they're gonna know is tackle, maybe poison sting, and that maybe poison you, but you're not, you know, and yeah, and double kick. And we've dealt with double kick because we have one who uses double kick, so it's not gonna be that much damage. So this is a fake gauntlet because you have to keep fighting them, but you can always go back and heal if needed. I kind of wish that I don't know, for a challenge, I kind of wish it was like one right after another, and it kind of gives you that, you know, dang, this is like one shot, so I have to make sure that I have to beat them consecutively and I can't like mess up. But again, Pokemon is a game to kind of ease you into the RPG genre of games. If it was like something like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or Persona, the gauntlet that the type of gauntlet I'm talking about probably would be the gauntlet that you would have to go through. And I love challenges. If I was younger, I probably wouldn't like that, but yeah. And here's another fucking move I hate at least in Gen 1, Wrap or Bind, I think is the other one. Let me tell you, and we're gonna get to a point, I don't know if I show it, but there's a point, either when I'm grinding or you'll see when I'm fighting, they use Wrap. In Gen 1, Wrap stops you from attacking, and it will continually attack you until you're dead. And the bad thing about it is, let's say that you get paralyzed. You're gonna lose the speed. So, let's say Ekans is using Wrap and you're paralyzed. You can't go first. So it's going to Wrap. Okay, Wrap continues. Attack continues. It uses Wrap again, and you can't get by it. That sucks. So most of the times you do end up switching to another Pokemon. Cool. And it will use Wrap, and then in the case of Bellsprout, I know it probably comes up. It does come up later in the playthrough. I don't know if I show it. But it uses Wrap, and it uses Stun Spore, and then Wrap, and then you're just in a fucked up situation. You have to kind of get lucky that it doesn't use Wrap again and uses another move. Wrap sucks, guys. Like Wrap, and I'm talking about the move, not the music. Love Wrap music, but don't, and try not to let that get to you too. Like, it's all about strategy. RPGs are all about strategy. So if you feel like Wrap is too much for you, switch to a stronger Pokemon, and most of the time you'll be able to take care of them comfortably. But I just had to make it known that Wrap fucking sucks. Like, and thankfully in later generations, which kind of doesn't make sense, but if you get Wrap, you can continue to attack. Again, using Horn Attack, which a saving grace for most like the first third of the game. Like I used Horn Attack a lot, and it helped demolish opponents. I just wish that, you know, I would get a critical hit every time so I can just, you know, go on about my day. We're almost at the end of Nugget Bridge, so we teleport one more time before we take out number 5. And as I mentioned, they're not consecutive, so that's kind of your saving grace. But wish there was a little bit more challenge. But this guy has a Mankey, and this Mankey is level 18. So my strategy was to use Leech Seed, so that, well, because it is a higher level than all of our Pokemon. If they're on the off chance that it just demolishes us, we'll be able to take care of them little by little with this Leech Seed. But Volby, top dog, is also resistant against fighting type moves. So the low kick, while it did make us flinch, is not going to do that much damage unless it's a critical hit. So as long as there's no critical hits and, you know, Leech Seed is doing its job, you'll be able to get the health back quickly. Now there was the critical hit, but if you're lucky, unlike me, you'll probably be able to take him out with just one Pokemon. But I had to switch to my Piggy because we're gonna show which Mankey is better. So, you know, we throwing up our hands. Oh, he thinks he's gonna lower our defense, but check this out, because I have Karate Chop and it's about to destroy you, son. And it thinks it could use its Karate Chop, and it kind of almost destroyed us, but it's alright. Leech Seed made the job easier. I didn't also mention, but I think I missed it when we were at the Pokemon Mart, but I think they have super potions. If not, then I'm lying. And I know I could have cut this out, but I don't know. It's part of the experience, guys. Having to either make the choice of healing or go all the way back to the Pokemon Center. But this was the NPC I was talking about, where you get the Nugget, which you can use to sell for $5,000. But it was like, we're a group that. But this is the guy talking about how Team Rocket's a group dedicated to evil. So, and insert SpongeBob clip, evil, here, if I want to. Actually, don't do that. But this Rocket Grunt has Ekans, which is snake spelled backwards. Oh my gosh, creative. And again, this is when it uses Wrap, and Wrap fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. I hate it. It's like one of those moves that was like, why did they even think of that? And sometimes it's just not even. It's annoying because it's doing damage. It's just annoying because it prolongs the battle, and you don't want that. You just want to beat them easily. So, but they're very weak. You'll be able to take care of them without no problem. Sooner or later, we're going to learn Thunderbolt, which is just a more powerful version of Thundershock. So we'll be able to take care of flying types and water types in like one shot. And this guy over here, after we pick up our item and we find out what TM45 is, which is, drum roll please, it's Thunder Wave. And Thunder Wave is a move that allows you to paralyze your opponent. It doesn't do any damage, but yeah. Pikachu already has Thunder Wave, so no need to teach it to anybody. But this guy just gives us a Charmander. I was going to name it Blaze, but then I thought about, let's name it the best, or one of the best fire users that I know, Zuko. And it's kind of like an art. So you know how in Avatar, if you guys have watched that, where Zuko kind of is trash, and then kind of starts building up before he goes down, and before he becomes one of the best firebenders in the series. That's how it's gonna be, and you guys will see. But yeah, we have our Charmander, so Zuko. We have Bulby or Bulbasaur. So if you guys can guess, yes, we will be getting a Squirtle, and that will be later on. So yeah, you in Pokemon Yellow, you'll be able to get all 3 starters without having to trade. And one thing I didn't mention, I forgot. I'm a casual, guys. Is that hikers also do have fighting types, and here's our new Pokemon Machop. I think it's Machop. And they're nothing too special either. They do have Karate Chop, which will do critical hits. But if you have a flying type, which we don't have because but we have our Piggy, who is doing our damage. And then we have I'm trying to think what else you can use against them. Like any moves that is just like is ensuring a critical hit, so Karate Chop or Slash, it'll do a job perfectly. You were good. Like that's their voice I match for him. Like you were good. I can't speak. I have something in my mouth. Kind of like a Sylvester Stallone type. I don't know. And here I was just like getting crazy. I was like dancing with the stars type shit, but I don't know what I was doing. And you may be asking, why am I skipping that trainer? We will be getting to that much later, and you guys just need to stay tuned and find out. But this girl talking about, I have a boyfriend. Fuck your boyfriend. He ain't the champion, and he ain't never gonna be the champion. And I'm not saying I'm trying to get with you. I'm just saying that, like, he's not me because he's not him. I am him. I'm him. I'm Himmy Neutron, Timothy Turner. Like, we're gonna do this. So we take our evolved version and we just destroy, like, shit on her. We shit on her. She has both male and female, the first versions, but she's not gonna do anything about it. This is where Horn attack just does like wonders. Like if I were to use double kick, it wouldn't have done much damage. So Horn attack is the way to go. So, and again, we're leveling up power. We should be leveling up both Jolts and Bulby to take on the next gym, which is Misty. She's a water type gym leader. We're showing off this guy because not too sure. Oh, duh, he's in the way. Look at it. I'm already forgetting my own rules, guys. Like I just don't be thinking sometimes. We're also doing the bait switch method to level up Zuko because we also want him to be equal levels and want to be with the party because he's going to be in our party, you know. So around 15, 16. Can't speak. Oh, Zuko is going to evolve as well into Charmeleon. So Charmeleon. Or no. If you guys know the Poké Rap, then you understand that. If not, I'm sorry. Bulby leveled up. Bulby leveled up to level 16, and yo, we're gonna. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna just continue on. We're gonna make sure that we kick this hiker's ass and his Pokemon's ass. And you can use fighting type moves against fighting types, but for some reason, just Horn attack was doing more damage, and it surprised me. I rarely use Nidoran, if I'm being honest, but I wanted to do something different in my playthrough, and also just do things differently. So I was like, let me do Nidoran male. I was gonna do whichever one came first. So if Nidoran female came, I would have chose her too. And Vine Whip, again, grass type, is strong against ground and rock. So it does 4 times the damage, and you'll take care of rock ground types very easy. But Bulby is evolving! Bulby! As I stated before, our Bulbasaur evolves into Ivysaur. Ivy. So, we have another evolved form in our team. And I'm assuming this is the guy, this is that girl's boyfriend. And he's trash because we took care of him easy. Like, your girlfriend should be ashamed of you because you can't even, like, I'm weak. Like, you can't, let me not, first of all, I'm never checking that. Let me reiterate. I was weakened, but I'm not weak. Before y'all come at me in the comments. Now, again, we never lose. We never gonna lose. We the strongest. We gonna be the strongest. And this girl is in the way, so we have to make sure that, you know, we take care of business. We stand it on business too. So another thing I do hate is Oddish only knows Absorb, so it's kind of, I wouldn't say annoying, but it's just tedious because it keeps using Absorb, which takes health from you, and even if it's not effective, it's just taking health, and you have if you're low health, you have to go back to the Pokemon Center, and it's just, you know. Now I could have learned Poison Sting there, but because of my new revelation that Horn Attack does a lot of damage, I was like, let me not do that, and I kept Leer for the off chance that I need to lower defense. And be careful because Pidgey can use Quick Attack and it will kind of surprise you. So that's why I use Quick Attack there, just in case it did, because it would have taken my Pikachu out. So I want to take him out first. That's it. And I could have used Zuko here, but he doesn't have any fire type moves yet, so it wouldn't have been super effective, and it would have drawn out the battle if I used Zuko here. But Zuko will learn a fire type move. Zuko's like one of my favorite, like Vegeta, Zuko type, like kind of the villain who has a redemption arc and becomes one of the heroes. Those are the characters I like. But here is where we meet Bill. Pikachu is confused as fuck. I'm confused as fuck because what's he doing? Like, he says, so Bill is a Pokemaniac, as that one person said, and he wants us to help him out. So we're going to splice. Am I saying it right? We're just gonna separate him from that Pokemon body, and he's gonna be human again. So go to this computer and just, yeah, make sure that you put the right button. Don't hit Control Alt Delete, and he becomes a human again. Pikachu is like weirded the fuck out. I want to know what happened to that Pokemon that he combined with. You guys don't want to know, and I'm pretty sure there's a creepypasta or two that delves into that. And if not, then somebody get on it. But you want to help Bill out because he gives you a ticket for the SSN, which will come into play later. So don't have to worry about that now, but just keep it on you until you have to use it. You go around this pond and it gives you a short quest. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can go and check out what happened. So Officer Jenny's in the way, and I'm sorry for the frame skip, but apparently Team Rocket did some naughty things. So we hit the backyard, and we talked to this guy, and he's jacking that he's an innocent bystander, but you're wearing all black and you have a huge R on the front of your chest. Like, you think I'm dumb? Am I dumb? I don't think so. So Zuko learned Ember, which is a fire type move, but it's a very weak fire type move. There are other fire types. Unfortunately, Charmander, Zuko won't learn Flamethrower until level 46. Yeah, so we're gonna be stuck with Ember for a while. I know in later generations there are other fire type moves, which, you know, obviously that's better. But for the first generation, we're sticking with Ember for a while. And no worries, because we still gonna beat the GOAT. Nobody's gonna fuck with us. But this rocket here has a Drowsy. It's a new Pokemon, so sometimes there's the off chance that one of the rocket grunts has kind of not a whack Pokemon. Drowsy's pretty cool, psychic type. And in Gen 1, psychic types are broken because there's nothing that can really stop them except Ghost type. And we'll get into that later. But psychic is very powerful. Them and dragon, so. But we'll get to those when we get to those. I give up. I imagine him with like a gangster type vibe, like I don't know, but. And when we beat him, we get the TM for Dig, and Dig is a pretty dope move that we'll see if we, use it or not. But we're coming up to the end of part 4, so thank you guys, and I'll see you in part 5.